And we're back.
All right, so we are back. He pointed and I wasn't paying attention. So when we left our adventurers, we had our dwarf barbarian barreling himself into the warehouse of unspeakable horror.
Nice.
And with that, we shall flick over to our next scene. Yay!
Yay!
Can I have assistance getting the people in?
Yeah, you can help with that.
Yay!
I'm gonna say I just charged in.
Maybe just pop everyone else outside, because I don't think they. Oh shit! I don't think they came in.
Yep, I sure can. There's Dent. I think that's everyone.
All right, so Theron, do you look around? Do you like just you're barreling in, and do you stop and take note of what's going on, and do you crash straight into that wagon that's in front?
I think it's more like he's gonna keep going until he comes in contact with an enemy. It's like that's his only directive right now.
Okay.
Whether you identify this wagon as an enemy or not, I'll leave up to your discretion.
I don't know. I think like rage is not like senseless. Like I think you'd probably.
Oh, he has a sense for violence.
If you want to attack the wagon, like I think that's kind of more of a you call. Like you know you better than I know you.
I feel like there's that scene from The Simpsons where it's like, I'm going to swing my arms, and if you get in your way, it's your own fault. But you're a wagon.
I definitely so Theron like knows that there's enemies in here. He's going to run. He wants to just like kill them. So if like he sees the wagon, he's going to try and get around or just over the wagon. Probably over. It feels like the more direct approach.
Can you do an athletics then for me, please?
I sure can. It's not like thinking very strategically. It's more about brute force. Athletics. Normal. 17 plus a 20.
Yeah, that's magnificent. Tell me how you vault over this wagon.
So as he starts running in, he sees the wagon approach. You see like his lower half of his body turn into like the hindquarters of a bear. As he like compresses and the muscles begin to like ripple, you just see him explode out, leaping over the wagon and landing in front of the creature with both axes ready to attack.
On a personal level, does that kind of morphing of your body like hurt or give you discomfort in any way? Like,
it feels like a connection with the primal like strength that makes Theron go. It's more of like it feels right more than anything else.
All right. Okay, complicated feelings. So you land in front of this wolf, and its snout and maw is bloodied, and the blood has dripped down and matted the fur on its chest, and it's snarling and baring its teeth at you.
My maw develops into the snout of a bear as I at it as well.
All right, roll initiative.
Hell yeah!
What are you, man?
I'm a totem barbarian with like that has an affinity with the primal bear spirit.
Wow. Okay. Amazing.
Pretty much doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, it's the whole gist of the character.
That's okay. Here's something I prepared earlier.
Sorry. Just add that one. Boop. Boom, boom. Nice.
There's some good rolls in there. Well done, team. Only one person letting us down.
Yeah,
All right, so we shall. Woo! That's snappity snap. All right, Dent, you're up.
So Dent is still trying to understand this whole like rage business. Doesn't really entirely get it, but he's just seen Theron go crazy, right? And as a barbarian who's also kind of mirroring of what Theron actually does a lot, even though he mocks him quite a bit. He's like picked up the axe and kind of understanding. He's also going to rage and just kind of get mildly upset and be like, this is just a little worrying. I will also charge in, and he's just going to follow Theron in.
Okay.
I've no idea what the door is to get in, though.
The door's right in front of the
There.
plate.
Can you see
So
that?
it's at the front of the building.
Can I get in?
Like, I'll drag you in here.
Woo!
If you want. Yeah.
There I am. I'm in. Great.
So as you come past that crystal structure, can you roll a dexterity check for me, please?
You know it. You know it. Just a check.
Yes. Please.
All the checks, all the time. 16.
You pass. You shall pass. Carry on.
I am just going to charge in and be like, if we're running in here all angry, I'm going to bash the bad-looking thing.
Very well. Maybe you want to
You hit the giant bear.
I hit the giant bear. I hit the giant man with no shirt on that looks a bit like a bear. I just see Theron's been yelling, so I kind of robotically yell a little bit as I run in. And with my now somewhat raged self, I'm going to attack this thing in front of me.
Yes, this wolf.
All right, I've got to turn on. How do I turn on rage? Rage. There it is.
Right.
I imagine it would be more like a.
Now, when I rage, I am touched by a bit of magic, so I'm also going to roll to see what happens with my wild magic.
So you're going to rage and roll, is that right, Dave?
Rage and roll, brother. So I'm going to roll a D8, and we'll see what it does from there.
Sounds good. A 1.
A 1, okay. So a 1 says, shadowy tendrils lash about me. Each creature of your choice you can see within 30 feet must succeed on a constitutional saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage.
Whoa.
And I also get 1d12 temp hit points.
Neat. Okay.
Okay, so con save throw.
All right. Can
How
do.
How many feet was that? 30?
30 feet. So I'm just choosing all of the wolves.
Yeah,
Is
no
there
worries.
anything else bad I can see? I don't think I need to hurt the cows. But yeah, 2
the
wolves.
cows are murdered. They're just corpses. So
there you go.
that's a crit fail for my first, I think. Is that? Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then this guy. Passes. All right. So how many damage? 1d12. Did you want to roll that for me?
I will roll that. So yes, it's 1d12 on. Yeah. Okay.
Just the one in front of you.
Just
the other
one.
passed.
So he takes 1d12, which is 5 points of necrotic damage.
Yep. You didn't really like that at all.
And then I'm going
those
to take some. I'm going to take my 1d12 temp hit points.
Wow.
2 temp hit points.
Oh gosh, too many things. All right, and then
And now I'm actually going to hit the damn thing.
what?
Now I'm going to hit the damn thing. So just kind of got this massive axe, and I'm a fairly decent sized warforged barb, and I've just got pants on. Like, I don't really have to cover anything. I don't feel the cold that much.
This is turning into like the National Nude Adventurers Association.
Telos is warm. Telos is warm. And this is the Pants Hammering Association of traveling mercenaries. Or the Pants Hammerers, for sure.
Okay.
So, rolling some damage.
Oh, for shit.
I assume a 22 hit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for a solid 1 point of damage plus some slashing, so 4 all up.
Yep. The wolf whimpers in pain and like it drops down onto its front paws a little bit, and it looks like you almost completely murdered it. It doesn't have much life left in it. And that was... Oh my god, come on. Why aren't you working? Anyway, was that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Marvelous. There we go. Click that. So that was 2. What? 2.
You have a different token from when you're raging there.
This is the one I think that matches more like because he doesn't wear clothes. He doesn't like the armor is not reflective of his character.
And to be clear, like also the shirtless Warforged Barb is mirroring what the dwarf Barb is doing, right? Shirts are for rangers. That's all I've discovered so far. Carrying on and hanging out with Darren.
All right, so Shax is up next.
Speaking of rangers, Shax is going to also charge into the room and
where
right
you
up next to
roll a
Doggo.
dexterity saving throw first for me, friendo.
Dex saving throw.
Yeah, so just a dex check. Check.
Come on.
Yes.
Don't wanna stumble into one of these ice spikes.
So as you pass this creature and come into a square adjacent to it, you disturb the ice and it is triggered and pops out. So you, unfortunately, sorry, and it will take an opportunity attack against you and thwackety-thwack you. If I can figure out.
Thwackety thwack. Don't look.
Don't talk back. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Features claws.
As the little
Claws.
ass dude,
Give him the claws.
give him the claws.
How do I make this go?
What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to attack with a claw attack, but I can't. I'm clicking it, but what do I do? Sorry, this is my first time.
Then in the chat thread, you've got attack and damage buttons. Hit attack.
Oh, okay. Cool. I didn't realize it went there. Marvelous. Hold, please. It does jack shitty all. Okay, cool. It comes at you, and it's super ferocious and super intense. It's been triggered and brought to life by your presence, and it just is so excited that it just cleaves into this space, like right next to you. Just it's not quite awake yet, and it's super eager, but execution not there.
Swing and a miss. Is this thing large? Probably not. Based
They're
on the time.
little, I think. So they're small.
Okay,
It's a small kitty. It's small.
cool.
Mainly I is just small.
Cool. I still can't keep moving, or I've been locked in
Well,
place.
it's an attack of opportunity, and it didn't hit, so you can keep going if you want.
That's right. I'm
Just
going to ignore it.
do another one. Thanks.
Let's pop them all. Teeny tiny pops. Dex check. Normal. 22.
Yeah, you passed that one. Flying colors.
Two.
After you triggered the first one, I guess maybe you were a little bit more cautious approaching the second one rather than just charging in there blindly.
Sure.
And you don't manage to trigger that one. And finally, you are allowed to get to your destination.
I'd like to pull out the short sword and have at the big wolf.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Ugly Jets.
I'm
Jester?
sure it's only small because it's cold and icy, alright?
Yeah.
Sure, it's got a good regular girth to your short sword in normal conditions.
Is this flanking, or I've got to be completely the other side of
It's
it?
not flanking, sorry.
Not flanking.
Regular roll.
Regular roll for 19 to hit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and unless you roll like a 1, like you're just gonna you'll obliterate it.
A 1.
Yeah, but that's a plus. You've got plus. It's okay.
I got plus. For a 4.
All right, how do you decimate this creature.
I'm just going to make short work of it and sort of stab it in the vital regions.
A good
Vital
solid
region.
strategy.
The gizzards.
Gonna shank it.
Ugh. And it lets out a whimper as it crumples down,
Mm.
lying on its side, and blood pools around your feet. And it is dead.
Be still.
My beating heart.
Do we put as a note? Do we put like little tokens around them when they like die?
Which one's
You
dead?
can just mark them.
You
So-
mark them. I don't know.
In the
Can
initiative,
someone mark?
in the initiative order,
Yeah,
hit the little skull for the one that just died.
Yeah, that'll do.
that one. Yay!
Cool.
Neat. Okay, cool. Awesome. Is that the end of your go?
It is. Yes.
Marvelous. All right. It's the dead wolf's turn, so he's not having a go. So
I
then
was
we're
about
going
to say, what?
and he resurrects. So now we have Direwolf. Oh wait, no we don't. We have Zip, I think.
Yep.
Ice
Zip.
Wolf, Direwolf? No.
Hmm?
Yes. Never mind me. Zip.
A Zip comes zipping through. Whoa.
Yay.
With his flight, he comes flying through the door. He wants to fly. Can I make it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He wants to get the opposite side of the wolf here, flying over his head, coming
Yeah.
down, and will then. He pulls out his rapier, and as he kind of like smacks the bottom of the hilt, he casts a booming blade on it and attacks the wolf
Mhm.
with booming blade plus sneak attack, I believe, since now I'm flanking.
You are.
Booming blade. What do I require for booming blade? Hang on. I need to reread this. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's attack normal effects and then becomes, so I need to just attack normally. Bo, 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 bo. For 19 to hit.
Oh yes.
And then that normal damage is going to be 9 points of damage.
Very good.
And this creature is just like enveloped in this like glowing blue and white, I guess, encasing.
Mhm.
And then plus 2d6. Yes, for sneak attack.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. For a further 5 points of damage.
It's dead. So dead.
No.
Amazing.
How does it die?
Just with the rapier going into it, and then the boom that
I
comes.
also. Oh, sorry. Yes, no. I was. Oh God, it's turning. I also will need you to roll a dexterity check, but sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted.
You're right. The rapier goes in, and as the boom kind of echoes out, I think that's what does it to him. Just the echo that shatters through his system.
Yep. And he
Followed
starts
by-
bleeding profusely from the ears as he crumples down. All right, can you roll that dex for me?
Dex check coming up.
Still spinning.
Because if you're holding it and like spinning your mouse wheel,
Yes.
it does little spinnies.
15.
Control spinnies.
Its corpse is going crazy. Yep, no, you passed it. That's all good. Was that the end of your turn?
And I will bonus action hide around the corner. Oh, I can't. I've run out of movement. I will bonus action fly to the ceiling.
Going off again.
Very well. Okay, so this guy. Which goes here? See that guy? Alright, I'm just trying to figure out how I toggle which guy is which guy on the map.
How you know which is which?
Yeah.
as you hover on them in the initiative order, it should put a little red border around whose go it is. Or if you click on it, it'll focus on them in the center of the screen.
Oh, it must be that guy.
Yeah, he's next.
All right. So he pops out of his icy prison. I'm going to toggle his visibility. Yay! He gets woken up by the combat. And he's going to attack the first thing he sees, which is this raging barbarian over here. He will do a claw attack against you. Attack. Whee!
Hits.
Yep, so 14, and then the damage is normal. So you...
These are going through as GM rolls. We can't see them, but the other GM people in the team.
Half of them. Okay.
Oh, okay. Neat. So that is... I'm going to change that to public because I'm not going to remember.
We got the
So that is 3 damage for you as he comes and he just like does these tiny little scratchy scratches at your
And I
barrel.
I halve it down to 2 as it just doesn't even seem to be penetrating.
I think the 2 damage would just come where like he got your tendon nipple bit because it's not quite as hardened as the rest of you.
Exactly. It manages a lucky shot.
Yeah. Neat. Okay, and then I think, yep, that's all it's going to do. And then the next one is this guy. And he's going to come down to here. And he's going to attack the Warforged. And he's going to do a Frost Breath. Usability. And, ooh, a cone. Well, he probably won't come that close, actually.
If he values his life.
If he values his life, he'll probably do that from there. So can you please do for me, Dent, a dexterity saving throw? The DC is only 10. Da-dun. Da-dun.
The music from this dwarf playlist is going so hard right now.
You with us, Dan? You got a dex save, I think?
Is it on me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was making a joke about someone else not making the dex save. My bad.
No, you're not making it. It's you.
Joke's on you, Dan.
The egg is all over my sexy metal face. Saving throw, yeah?
Yep, Dex.
Dex save. Got this in the bag. 14.
So you only take half damage.
The old half damage.
The old half damage. So you take 3, half of 3.
Down to 1 or up to 2?
You take 1.
1.
1 whole damage. I don't know how you're
Got
going
to be half down. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you always round down.
Gonna give me 1 extra health back.
Me too.
I'm only down to 1 temporary hit point already.
I don't know how you're going to cope. How even? All right, Theron, you're up.
I can taste for blood. He's gonna attack.
Cendarin, get into this. Come on. What are you waiting for?
He's gonna take his was he able to pick up his big axe on the way through at the door, or is it still stuck in the door?
It would have crumbled to the floor, and I don't remember you picking it up on your way through.
I haven't yet. So I take my 2 axes out, and I'm just gonna do 2 attacks at this dude's face. The little icy dude.
Yep.
1, 2, attack, normal, and then attack, normal. So that is a 15 and a 12 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
They both hit?
I will just double check. Oh, God. Half button. Yes, no, they definitely do.
Sweet. Then they're going to roll damage, normal, As the first one does 9, and I think the second one doesn't get the bonus, so it does 5, 9 and 5.
14.
Wow.
Slashing damage.
What are you using a big axe for?
To get the door down, obviously.
Clearly.
And that's the end of my turn as I just roar at this thing.
Very good. All right. Next.
Sucks being level 3 again and only having 1 attack. Particularly if you miss.
Haha! Another one gets tickled by the combat going on around it, and it's going to come forth and unleash a cone of frost. What's it going to do? It's going to go that way. So spellbook. Oh, it does a full cloud. Neat. Frost breath. Choose ability. Alright, so 15-foot cone. So I imagine if I'm going to measure, if I do a cone, like it goes out that way, kind of. So it should capture both of you, I think. So can I get you both to roll? So Shax and Dent, can I get you both to roll that dexterity saving throw again for me, please?
I'll actually throw it this time and not just mock people who aren't throwing it.
All right, that's an 8.
That is
And that's
an
an
8.
Neato.
2 and a 3 for 23.
I'm fatigued, you see.
Yeah, I feel that.
What's the
All right,
extra
so-
one for in your dex save?
What?
Well, you've got a dex save with a +2 and a +3. That's a heck of a dex save.
Elf bullshit?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that checks out.
Ranger bullshit?
Congrats on Elf Ranger bullcrap.
All right, so that's a whole 3 damage to you, Dent.
Oh, damn.
You sort of feel the frost kind of tickling at your feet joints, right around the ankles, slowing you down, making your joints feel strangely arthritic, given that you're a robot. All right, next dude.
Need some oil.
That's a proficiency, I think, in a dex saving throw.
So Fergus says, "Oh, I may as well get in there."
Help, Fergus, help.
This commotion going on. Just pass while I finish my cigar. And as he dying on the inside of the so I'll walk on in, have a quick look around and go, "Oh, hi, all right, I will send a magic missile at each of these 3 icy boys."
Ice boys. Frosty boys!
And it's just it's an auto hit sort of thing, this one.
Very well.
So I just roll
So-
damage for these 3. So 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, hang on. I'll
Just select it and go back.
So I'll do the first one.
All right.
Yep.
Number 1, closest to the
closest one
left.
to me.
Oh, that one. Okay.
So that does 3 + 1 force damage. So 4.
4. Very well. You have said your piece.
For the one just behind it,
Yes.
that is a 5.
5.
And then for the one on the other side of the wagon, it's a 4.
4. That gives him 3 more.
That's the door there, isn't it?
It is.
Okay,
You did.
cool. And then I will just take position behind the wagon here.
Take cover. Very good.
I believe that will be my turn.
Very good.
Light up another cigar.
So at the end of the round, you see this ice wolf at the back here perk up. And it... Where'd he go? There he is. And he sort of seems to wake up from a slumber, and he lets out this almighty howl. And out from inside the tunnel. Oh my god, why aren't you moving? There you go. Climbs out this large wolf, just a little bit smaller than the icy wolf up on the platform. But another foe has joined in the fray.
Oh, snap.
Cool.
Cool.
That one is mine.
There we go. All right, so they're in, and then top of the round is to Dent.
Mr. Dent. So Dent is picked up that there's this new beast in town, and even though he's been attacked from behind, he's like, I kind of feel like that's the one. Right? Yeah. Just going to charge that bad boy.
Neato.
As I do it, though, I'm going to see if I can get to the side of it, just in case anyone else was to go to the other side, and then it would be, like surrounded.
All the calculations happening in Dent's head. Right?
Extreme calculating. I'm just going to take a huge slash at it with the axe, right?
Yep.
I don't know much, but I know I want to hit you with my giant axe.
That sounds like a song right there.
It really does. But I know I want to crush your face. Oh.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
That doesn't look very face crushy. Just kind of, I think maybe I'm put off by the size of it. It's not calculating right. Like, wolves are small. We just killed one outside. This is big. Something's just going to turn to the guys around. I'm just like, quick, Zip, dude, it's not calculating. Zip, it's not calculating. And that's the end of my turn.
Very good. Okay, so then we go next to do Shax. Error does not compute.
Shax will.
Oh, thanks for the follow and Buffy.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we've got 2 today. Has it been 2 or 3? We've gotten some. It's been great.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yay, followers! Welcome! I don't usually run this. Usually it's Robin. He's the chaotic bard. No, not bard. Barbarian. Barbarian little dwarf.
Wait till you hear him sing. He's going to be a barbarian.
Oh, that's nice.
Barbarian. Sorry, carry on.
Half bard, half barbarian, half bear.
Shax is gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the new Big Bad Wolfie, but switch to cleaning up a little bit of these nuisance characters because they can mess a bit.
Can you just tell me what the Hunter's Mark does? Sorry.
Actually, I might pop it on this guy instead.
Gives you a
Hunter's Mark
1d6.
on that guy. It's a 1d6 extra perky,
That's not something I have to worry about.
and it's a bonus.
Woohoo! Look at you go.
22 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And roll for the damage with a 1d6 attached. Oh! 14. Pointy, shooty, stabby
Nice.
damage.
So this guy takes a rather forceful arrow to the knee and looks and just kind of like sinks down, unable to maintain his flight. He is clinging to life, but barely. But more crumpled in a heap than fighting with fury. Is that the end of your go?
Sure.
Sure.
To be sure, to be sure.
Sure. All right. It is this new combatant's turn. So it sniffs the air, it surveys you all with mild interest, and sees the metal plaything closest to it. It doesn't regard you as much of a threat as the other beings that are filled with flesh and blood, but you tried to hit it, so it's going to try and smack you back. With a bite smack, apparently. So it's going to come and try and bear down on you. Let's see if we... I rolled a 1.
Sad noises.
So it's as the teeth kind of clang against metal, it doesn't bite down with the same drive as which it had entered its intent, and it recoils as it, like, this cold, hard humanoid.
Surely it like chipped a tooth, right?
I mean, like, probably not. But... Sorry. But it doesn't think you're delicious, so you got that going.
Yeah.
All right. Next, dead wolf.
Zip. Having seen this new wolf appear behind me, Zip does a massive backflip along the wall, flying along to bring down on this side of this guy the rapier again.
Yep.
With yet another booming blade.
That was pretty lethal last time. They're good.
Really was. Boom blade on this guy right here. Can't even see it. Right. How did I do that before again? Rapier attack. Oh, come on. For 10. Wah, wah, wah.
No.
No advantage.
Oh, you get advantage. Yeah, you're flanking, man.
Shh.
That's the point of
Put
like.
on there.
That is the point of flanking. Let's just roll it again.
That was the whole point of the pigeons before.
14. Yeah,
Yeah, that hits.
14.
You beat the meat, man.
Sweet. So then the damage on that is going to be 9 points of piercing damage plus sneak attack for a big 12.
Oh, max damage on that.
Nine,
And again, like this, as the rapier hits him, you hear this woof as this blue and white sort of encasing starts to glow around the wolf.
That was massive hit. It recoils sharply and shudders, and its hair stands up on end, and it twists around and snarls right in your face. But it can't attack you because its nuts go. So, is that the end of your turn?
Yes. I'm going to leave it there. I'll stay there.
All right. I'm really struggling to see these jerkwads. Okay. You guys somewhere. Hello.
It's not nice to refer to your players like that.
You're on the other. You're looking for the other ice boy, right? It's this one
guy.
up here.
Noblesse. All right, so he's going to shoot a cone at probably Fergus.
He's just lounging on the cart.
He's just lounging on the carpet like,
Kind of infuriating. How dare you
you
laugh?
guys are doing a great job. Just carry on doing it.
Having a few darts.
All right. Yes. I'm getting better at this. Hopefully. Oh, wait, no. No. Oh, you can't do that. That's a lie. All right. So he's going to go actually and have to attack you because he's already used his special ability. So his bad. Attack. Normal. Go. Haha! 8 to hit.
That will be this.
What? I don't understand.
My mage armor didn't even have to save it.
All right, so it comes in clawing furiously, but you manage to dance out of the way, I guess. This
Just kind of adjust where I'm sitting.
leans over in the cart, smacks, not today. All right, well, nuts to you, Limpet. And then this guy, that guy, he's going to come forth and try and attack. Shucks. That probably is.
Protect of the universe. Do.
That is a 12 versus AC, friend.
That is it's a miss. It's uncomfortably close, but
I don't understand. All right. So it comes forward and like they're starting to get quite desperate. They see that their like wolf and masters are dropping around them and they're just getting overwhelmed and erratic. And they're just missing the mark every time. The poor guys. I feel bad for them. You guys should feel terrible for yourselves. All right, Theron, you're up.
Aye, finally. Let me get a wolf steak. As he rushes forward to the wolf ahead of them. What is that? So that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you think I can get to like this? And would that be flanking?
Well, it's on the opposite side of a creature, so it probably would be.
And I'm okay to move past my companion, Zip here?
Yeah, you can move through an occupied square. If they're
Sweet.
that's a rule.
All right, have at it. And he begins to just go to town with his advantaged axes. First one, and then second one. So a 21 and a 21 to hits, I imagine.
Oh, yes. Oh, very much so.
Just.
Damage. So we get 6 and 4 slashing damage.
10.
Sing, sing.
Oh, carving this to pieces. It's gonna be as good as a Christmas turkey.
Better even.
Pluck the hair out from between the teeth. You'll be fine.
Perfect.
All right, is that all you've got going on your turn?
So I did my attackies and I did my moves. I'm all good.
The simple life.
The simple life. This guy? That guy. All right, this guy. Well, God. He's going to burst forth from being a hidden state. And he's going to come and go wee over the corpse of the cow. He's going to rest lightly upon its broken ribs as they jut out from between the flesh. And it's going to come and claw into Dent. Dent is his name. Dent by name, Dent by nature.
Yeah, he's got 2.
Holy shit, my person garbage!
Curse of
7?
the DM.
Yeah. Apparently, the Warforged, unit is not tasty.
Nope.
I'm more concerned that you're not using those destined for succeeds yet.
When I planned this encounter, I ran it through like a CR radar to like try and balance the encounter, and they said it was going to be deadly, and I'm like, no, I'm just going to throw in small things because these guys are just going to obliterate it. If I rolled good, maybe. Anyway.
I was going to say, if they were hidden frequently, this would be a much different story.
Yeah. Okay, next I've got Winter Wolf. The Winter Wolf bounds down over the hay to join the fray. That rhymed. Nice.
That was really good. I thought that was planned. That was nice.
Nice.
Cold breath. Sure, why not? Alright, I didn't really look at any of this. Okay, so the wolf exhales a blast of freezing wind in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. So that's going to be Dent.
Them DC 12s. Boom! Take that,
80.
DC 12.
Each creature?
Well,
Collateral damage?
Immune to ice, surely. It's made of ice.
Oh, gosh. I wanted to do it facing forwards, so that should just get Dent. Like, it's just going straight forwards.
Dent did pass.
Dent did pass, so he takes half damage.
Just a little icy friend.
It's that
Behind
scene
tent.
in Iron Man 1 when he flies straight up and the Warmonger suit is freezes and he doesn't know. He's like, how did you get past freezing at high altitude? What? And he just starts shutting down a bit. Holy moly, what am I taking? 13 damage.
13 damage. My Memphit needs to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw too, actually.
Roll
Ted, you're
shitty.
not looking too good there, mate.
No. 8! He fails! So he takes 13 damage too. Sorry, buddy.
He
You got in the
takes
way and he doesn't really
26
care
damage.
about you. Your working conditions are not great. He takes 26. He's dead. He is so dead.
He dead.
He's dead. Done. Diddly. Done. Did. Done for. Alright.
Oh wait, do I have resistance to things as a when I'm raging?
You would, but like you have, I think, slashing and piercing, or like you have the normal damages, but not anything like cold or anything else.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be cold damage, sadly.
Neato.
That's just for the good barbarians.
Only the good ones. Alright. Fergus. It is your go.
All right. I'm not too interested. I can just hear a bunch of growling and stuff from the back end of the barn because I can't actually see. But I can see that there's a big ass wolf in the middle of the place.
I think you'd probably see that the haunches stack up quite high. It is a large creature.
Yeah, I can see that it's large. I will, not too interested in fighting this icy boy in front of me at the moment. I think if I can, I'll probably try to attack him, but that's it. I think I can just try to get some distance away. So 1, 2, 3,
Alright, so you do provoke an opportunity attack.
4.
So
There. Can I do that? Okay. Collides with at least one wall. But, can I go there?
yeah, you can go there. So that's a 16 versus AC for the claw attack as you try and escape.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so it's going to rake its claws across your back, exposing some skin because everyone else has a shirt or is shirtless, I guess. Why shouldn't you be too? And that's going to be my dice.
Shirtless pants hammers. What?
4 points of shirt removal damage.
Looks like a nice shirt too.
It was.
Yeah,
Was true.
was. Yeah.
Now it's got like vent holes. It's ventilation.
Oh,
It's good for
shit.
summer.
So I can see the 2 of these leafy things now.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I will send in a sweet scorching ray at both of them.
Both of them. You can target both.
Yes, I can target up to 3.
Oh my.
So I'll send 2 at the one that hasn't been softened yet.
So the ice wolf.
Yes,
Okay.
the one in the back.
Cast away.
So I'll do that one first. So it'll be 2. So I'll just do the first one. Oh, that's my first attack.
That's a good attack.
20.
That's a solid hit.
It's not bad.
This is for the
That's
Yeah,
also a solid hit.
both
Nice.
for the back one, and then so for the front one.
Oh,
Not
13. 1 second. I'll just check that. That's a miss.
okay.
So it swings wide.
Alright, so that's 4d6 fire damage.
Holy
to,
shit.
The one in the back.
The ice wolf.
Does it have vulnerability to fire?
It probably would, given it's an ice creature. 15
Yeah.
damage.
How would you like that fire?
He does not like that very much at all. You are going to be next on his dinner ticket list.
Yeah.
The metagaming when I say that? Probably.
Well, you are the metagamer. That's kind of your role as the DM.
Yes! Free pass! Right!
That'll be my. If I can, yeah, I can. That's fine.
All right, neat. All right, next round. Dent.
Dent is not excited by the prospect of just being all surrounded. So he is going to just lash out at this big wolf that's looking a little bit crook at the moment.
Oh, it's
So
looking
I'm hitting
very
the one I've marked there, the one that I've got advantage on.
Yeah.
Just keeping my ground and just taking a massive old swing with the great axe. I've been kind of like bitten a few times.
unsuccessfully.
I'm kind of feeling it. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it. And that's a 14 to hit.
I think yes, that is correct. That hits. That's meat. So you.
That's
beat
a
the meat.
rough advantage roll.
Yeah, it really was. For 12 points of slashing damage.
All right, describe for me in detail how you destroy this creature.
Well, I've just been blasted and my I'm feeling a little bit frosty, so I kind of crouch a little bit and move a couple of the joints. And as I kind of go down a bit, I just come back up with the great axe. Big, giant carve up, maybe lop off a chunk of its nose or its face as the way the axe kind of comes up.
Ooh.
And as that's kind of just popping off into the air, I just reach out and grab it. I'm like, we've got something to take back. Just got to survive.
Neat. Oh, that went on an adventure I did not expect. Cool. Is that the end of your turn?
And that is, we'll call that the end of my turn.
Sweet shots.
That's me. I would like to finish this guy off by stabbing at him.
Step at him.
I have more than one with... Okay. Stab at him. For 14 to hit.
Oh yes, that hits indeedy do.
Double check about Hunter's Mark at this point. I'm not sure if it's just ranged. That's a 9.
Mm-hmm.
I think at close range you get
Anyone know off the
advantage
top of the...
on bow attacks, don't you?
Listen to the ranger.
If you're in melee distance, you get disadvantage or something on.
For a bow attack, but he's
Unless
just
you have a
what's-
big-
that was a stabby one.
Oh, stabby.
that's
Sorry.
stabby. Yeah,
Um,
classic ranger.
So, no, Hunter's Mark doesn't give me anything other than plus a d6. But I got it. Did that finish it?
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, I will bonus action transfer Hunter's Mark to the big dude. Or doodad. You know, we're not sure at this point.
Indeed.
I mean, you can always have a
I'll
look
check.
underneath, see if we've got
Yeah.
a giant wolf wang.
I know, maybe
The undercarriage.
maybe
You want to have a look?
Maybe that's the trophy that we're going to take back.
Yeah.
Oh.
That would definitely be our MO as the pants hammers.
The pants hammers. We take the dongs of the animals we kill.
No monster is safe. They fear and quake in their beds. at the
And if it's
sound
a
of our
female, we
names.
take some sort of hysterectomy action.
Yeah, we don't discriminate. They
Don't
just
discriminate.
whatever sexual
Wow.
organ they like.
Whatever's in your pants, we'll carve it on out.
Indiscriminately.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh my.
Welcome, Jared, to the Raging Rolls.
Imagine that like written on like your traveling cart. Where's your pants? Will you take it?
Are you still listening? Anyway, all right. Moving on.
Can I ask how tall are these stalls?
So I have put them as a wall, just because they're kind of intended to keep like cows in. So if you were wanting to like leap over, you can still do in athletics. So you can leap over them if you do a successful athletic checks, but for the intents of moving your token, you'll have to go around.
I would like to take the long way around very carefully. I collide with a wall. I still collide with walls. No, there we go. So tiptoe around the spiky profusions of ice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm done.
All right.
Sneaky.
Sneaky, light feet. Dead, zip.
Zip. Again, the rapier comes out, but instead of it going for a pointy attack, you see him kind of twist a little bit and sort of lunge towards the ice wall from a distance and throw a witch bolt at it.
Nice.
For a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
And that is going to take a big 3 damage.
I don't know. I don't think it can deal. All right. And was that the end of your go?
I will just buzz up onto the stage up here. Onto the top area.
It notes you as it recoils from the flinch of electricity that has been sent at it, and you kind of get the impression that it pays attention to where you are. There's intelligence behind those eyes. All right, this guy. Whee! He's going to follow Fergus. You're just closest, man. Exactly. Yeah, they're not too bright. Sorry. I'm not picking on you because we're married or anything. It's not that.
That's just an additional benefit.
Does a 15 hit?
Yeah, if you meet it, you beat it.
Neat.
The meat.
All right. Then that is 6 damage. This time it lays a little bit more into you with a bit more ferocity. It got a taste for shirt and it did enjoy it, so it's just going to rip into the torso.
That's why it's avoiding us. We've got nothing that it wants.
And then the
Take
next...
the shot.
You can try that on your next go. And then the next one's going to come over that way, and it's going to do the same. I just like how the only person I think I've actually hit has been Jared. 20 for 6 damage. You have hit points, right? That's fine. Hooray! Some hit points. Yes.
Ooh.
He does not like the taste of ice method. All right, Theron, it's your go.
Sorry?
It's your
You're
go.
right.
All right, awesome.
Yeah. Do
Seeing
something.
This wolf die in front of him. He yells out, "You got this one, Dent!"
Yes, very observant of you.
And how about the next one? You think you'll have that one in the bag?
Why don't you, tenderize it for me?
Fine, if you need my help that badly. He walks up and just leaps at it and just starts going to town on it. Probably not opposite though, right? No advantage.
It's upper level, so you don't have advantage. If you wanted to go,
It's upper level still?
no. So you're on top of a haystack right now. Like you have to climb up onto haystack, so that would be more difficult terrain.
You get there though. They're like you're not.
Yeah. I just get there. That's like my full movement.
Like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. Or I could have even done like a sneaky angle 1, 2, 3, 4. I wouldn't be able to climb here from the haystack, though, would I?
You could give me a really sweet athletics check and try it.
He seems ambitious. He's gonna try his hand. Athletics, normal. Let's roll that. Oh, 17. That's what you're looking for? He gets up and then just wails from above, just starts slamming down those axes like a drum against this thing.
Flesh drum.
Advantage. That gets us a 22 and a 17. Damage, normal. A 6 and a 3 for 9 points of slashing damage.
9.
Oh,
Very good.
that's the end of my turn.
Marvelous.
Dead just yells up, good trying. Encouragement.
All right. The winter wolf is going to be displeased that it's being attacked so vigorously from above, and it's going to turn on its haunches and pivot to face you, Theron, and it's going to attempt to bite down.
Come here, Wolfie.
Yes, that's what he's going to try and do. He's coming.
Papa's ready.
Why do I feel
Alright.
like you're rubbing your nipples as this is happening? Papa's ready.
The hair on his back just starts standing up.
Bastard. Alright, so that's an 18 to hit.
It hits, yeah, for sure.
Alright, so he's going to
For sure.
chomp down on your knees with a very forceful bite, and I'm going to get you to do a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, that one was rough. Strength saving throw. So I think as part of raging, he gets a bonus to. You get advantage on strength saving throws. So I'll just do that with advantage. Saving throw, advantage. 20?
Yeah, so you managed to steadfast as this wolf bears down on you. It seemed like there was enough force there to potentially knock you prone, but this is not your first rodeo with a beastie.
There'll be time yet, puppy.
Neat. Okay, so I did my attack, now I have to do my damage, obviously. So let's just do that.
A good groundskeeper Willie. I was just on wolves when you were at your mother's teeth.
Groundskeeper Willie as an NPC, or sorry, just as a player character would be amazing. Pitchfork.
Mustache.
Have you got any grease, woman? Hey, grease me up.
9 damage for Theron.
So I'll halve that down to 4.
Alright. Fergus!
Oh, alright, cool. I am not looking great. I think about these guys. Are these guys, these two icy boys, are they looking hurt at all?
One of them's looking like it's on death's doorstep. It's taken a thorough beating. It's bleeding this sludgy blue goo. That's the one that's directly in front of you. So inwards towards the barn. Yeah, that one.
Yep.
And then the other one's looking pretty healthy still.
Alright. Well, I will... bit of a situation. I think because I will use... Scorching again. Might have to. I will use. It's a ranged attack because I'll get disadvantage because it's a ranged attack. I'll use magic missile.
Very well. Against the one in front of you?
So I will direct 1 at that one, and then 2, the
At the
other
other one?
2 at the other one.
Alright, can you roll some dice for me, please?
Yes. It's just damage.
Roll them damage dice.
Bum, bum, bum.
I'll cast it at 2nd level and do 3 at the one that looks my help.
Okay. Can you roll the damage dice,
I
please?
shall. That I can do. So for the first one, it is 3 damage.
Alright, that is dead. It had 3 hit points. He is deceased.
And
You're helping!
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then here's the damage for the other one. God.
Alright, 8. Marvelous.
And I will. Oh, God, I'm gonna move away, I might provoke an opportunity attack, but
Yep.
that's
Them
at
opportunities.
least, yeah. I'm going to move closer to Shax here.
Alright, do it.
Can I not go there?
Tiptoe past the ice thing.
Yeah. Now I'm just going to stand there.
Yep.
Just so I'm next to my buddies in case I go down.
That's fair.
Cool.
Alright.
That's if I make it.
If you make
If I
it.
make it.
I rolled a 4, so that's 7. I don't think 7 hits.
Nice.
Very good. It's desperate for more shed, but it's like still
yeah.
consuming and chewing on the piece that it has, and it just can't concentrate on 2 things at once. It's not that bright. All right. Top of the round, Dent.
So just confirming that Theron is still standing. He didn't get knocked prone, did he?
He didn't get knocked prone.
Nay, I will stand fast like the mountain tops of my homeland.
Pipe down, Chachi. And he's so still get advantage on the attack, right? Got some flanking action.
Definitely do.
Happy days. I'm holding the nose chunk of the face, whatever it is, that's like bloodied and in my hand, and I'm like, "You're next, buddy. Nice to meet you." And I'm just gonna swing the axe. Just taking a big old wild swing on this bad boy. At advantage. For a nat 20 dizzle.
That was like 2 on the opposite side of the spectrum. That was amazing.
I know.
So yeah, I'm mildly upset and mildly like excited both at seeing Theron get hit and the fact I've just killed something. So the old critical hit
Decent.
for 21 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
All right. Is that all you were going to do on your turn?
That is all I am doing.
It's not down, but it's definitely bloodied.
I've tenderized it for you, Theron.
Doing a great job.
Much tender. All right, Shax.
Pew pew with the longbow.
Neat.
With a 1d6 for Hunter's Mark. For 14 points of flying through the air, sharp, pointy damage.
Great shot.
Ouch! Very good. Damage taken.
Turn finished.
Done. Progress to next.
Levels are so simple, right? I had my turn.
I did my one thing.
That's it.
okay. Okay, so what Zip wants to do, he pulls out of his bag that is the only thing he's wearing at the moment, his length of rope.
Because he's in his undies.
He's still in his undies. Like, where did I put that thing? Oh, that's right. In his bag. He's gonna fly
Love
over
it so much.
and give one end to Theron. All right,
You
and
got
I want to fly down, do a loop around this wolf's neck, and give the other end to Dent.
All right. Go forth and probably like you're trying to avoid snapping maws and slashing claws. So I'd do a dex check, acrobatics check for me.
Acrobatics check. That's a 22.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, Dent and Theron, I'll get you to do an athletics or a strength check for me to hold on and pull taut this rope that.
I reckon we've got advantage on that one, do we not?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Big checks. Yeah.
Let's do them. Big pulls there.
Yeah, Dent's got his side really locked down. No dramas on Dent's 10.
Is that a tug of war?
Not bad.
Is that a tug of war?
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, I'm gonna consider the wolf grappled.
Yeah.
And because you rolled a crit on one of those checks, it's going to now be like in the process of suffocating because you've got this rope wrapped around its neck.
Heck yeah.
It's like yell out to both of them, just pull the ropes. It's all that needs to happen.
I bet I can pull it harder than you can.
I clearly have the abilities.
So, with the wolf now in like massive crisis, it stopped concentrating, and the ice memphits just disappear out of existence. They are gone. Theron.
All right. I'm gonna tie this rope down and then kill it with my axe. As is only right. As he does a quick little loopy on the wooden panel. I probably passes it back to you, actually. Zip.
Okay, great.
He's like, you hold that then.
I just gave it to you, but okay, sure.
Stop thinking, more whacking.
No, hang on. He ties it in his own underwear. He just ties a little loop on his undies. And his little loincloth, and then goes to slam.
Swan dives off the top.
Wolf runs outside and ragdolls him along the ground.
What an adventure.
23 to hit and a 14 to hit. Do they both hit or
Yeah.
only one?
Oh, yes.
Okay, cool. Normal and normal. So it's only, so that's a total of 5 plus, what was that? 1d6 plus 3 minus 5 plus 10 slashing damage.
All right. So it is like buckling to its haunches. It's
Ooh.
starting to twitch a little bit. Its eyes are bulging out of the sockets as it's struggling for breath, but it's just holding on. And it's its go, so it's going to do a strength check to try and break out of this grapple.
Good luck.
Good luck, Wolfie. Come on, good rolls. You can do it. Ability check, saving throw, ability check. Okay, I'm gonna choose that because I can.
Ooh.
Yes. It seems to muster a last shred of primal rage and energy, and it manages to bring up its claws and slash through the rope. And it will attempt to bite down on, with probably what is its last bite ever, down on Theron.
All right. Have at it.
Have at it. Attack! Roll! That's an 18.
Oh, you reckon you might just have me?
So 14 damage.
I'll take it like a good dwarf. But by saying that, I'm only going to take half of it like a great dwarf.
You okay, Jared? Your turn.
Oh, alright.
Oh, one of my children is awake.
Oh, no.
No, not the child.
okay.
The tiny dwarfs are awake.
Come on, murder the wolf.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send a 5. I'll set it.
All right, do it.
You got this, Fergus.
Fully awake.
Oh,
Oh, baby.
Let's see.
Sweet coming in for the kill steal. With,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
Kill
yeah.
it.
Match.
Describe in upteenth detail.
Absolute gas.
It does.
The cigar that I have, I just sort of like burn it in my hand and send it like straight at the wolf, and it's straight in sort of like center of its chest, and just as the rope is like broken off, right? And yeah, it starts to just like burn from that center bit outwards, and yeah, deliberately aim to not hit it in the face, or the head, so that we have something to bring back. But
right in the penis.
So as
need
the
that.
progresses, the
That's the
fur
trick.
around the torso and into the legs and the tail is all engulfed and incinerated. So you've got this singed, hairless wolf, but the head is perfectly preserved.
Yeah.
All right.
it's like neck down, Mexican hairless.
It's the end of combat, guys.
It's got no
Well
pants on.
done. You didn't die.
I put a finger through one of the holes in Fergus's nice fine shirt, where I can actually now see skin, and I cast Cure Wounds.
Oh.
Aw.
Just like a little.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And
I only do that after sort of really sticking the finger into something that should hurt a little bit.
So first you violate him, then
Theron, you see the bear like muscles drop off and his claws retract as he finds some amount of composure again and shakes it off. And hey, well, that was pretty good then.
Zip is like winding up his rope. He's like, "You were supposed to just hold on to the rope there and stop trying to show off."
Hey, I'm sorry. It's a natural instinct for me. I'm sorry about that.
But Fergus, what a way to end this thing, hey?
What a shot.
Yeah, well, I kind of got a bit backed into a corner there, and you had to do something, I guess.
Oh,
so
Okay.
wise in the ways of science.
Who's got a massive axe? Do you think we
That'll
can-
be mine.
Yeah,
Yes,
you left
well-
it by the door.
I apologize. I was not quite in the right mind.
What if we
Well,
got one of these axes out of this door, and you two crazy fools can easily take the heads off these things?
Dent just goes back to the one that he killed a moment ago and starts hacking the head off it. Just take the rest of it. How big would the head be? DM of Madness?
Oh,
Big?
boulder size, maybe.
Okay.
If you're really strong and had a really big sack, you could probably haul it along, but you might want to cut.
Can we?
As a eunuch, I don't know how big my eunuch sack is, but I imagine it's pretty small.
That
But
sounds
it's
like
very
a
strong.
problem.
It's very strong.
Can we spend a bit of time taking the pelts?
Well, one of them doesn't have a pelt anymore, but
See.
there are 3 others that have pelts. For like the intents and purposes of retrieving them, the smaller ones probably won't give you too much in the way of good pelt, as they have been hacked into quite heavily. But the big
Nice.
one, the non-frost big one, you'll probably be able to get some pretty reasonable sections off if you're careful with what you're doing.
I would like to be careful with what I'm doing.
Would you need a hand with that there?
Can you be careful?
I mean,
Or you're going to use the edge of your great axe?
I'll use the smaller one of my axes. This one, it like pulls out the one covered in like wolf blood. It's like,
Do you want to help me?
thank you. All right, let's go for it. With like glee, he starts like with like an expert hand. He gets to like dissect it, like he's done this a million times.
15 for cooperative peltage.
Okay. I would say you get a modest-sized carpet worth of pelt. My brain wanted to say fur and pelt at the same time.
Felt wolves.
I'll take felt.
Felt it is.
Very badass.
While they're trying to hack off that,
Succeeding.
Zip's curiosity gets the better of him, and he just pokes his head down into that giant hole in the ground.
Yep. So it looks like this has been a tunnel that has been dug up from beneath the surface up into this barn itself. It seems to be more of a narrow opening that opens up into a wider tunnel that could quite comfortably fit the biggest of the wolves that were here. Do you go down into it a little bit just to see like which direction it goes, or?
I do. I'm just curious if there's anything else down there, any kind of signs of habitation beyond the walls, or which way the tunnels and things go.
So it doesn't look like anything's been living down here so much as it's just been like a highway for travel. Well, not highway, but a path, a means to an end, as it were. It definitely looks like it's a pretty straight tunnel, and it does head towards the Hollowglen forest.
Okay. I pop back up and relay to the others. I'm pretty sure this is where all these wolves came from, and maybe the best thing we can do to try and remedy this situation is to try and fill this in and destroy this exit that they've created. Or
I'm better at breaking stuff than building stuff back up.
Or blow it up.
It's the farmer's property. He can kind of deal with this. We've dealt with the danger and the threat.
Should we just get all this hay here and just push it into the hole and just fill it up?
DM, while they're like discussing whether or not they're going to use this huge barrier called hay, stop these magical massive creatures, I'm just going to cast my magic awareness. And so that just lets me know if there's any, magical item or any spell going on within 60 feet that's not behind total cover. So, like, I just go near the edge of the edge of the thing, just see if there's any magic stuff happening down there currently.
So there doesn't seem to be anything currently happening down in the tunnel itself, but you do get a reading of the ice wolf. There seems to be an object on it that's activated.
Right. As that picks up, I just kind of, I don't know who's not having a conversation. Maybe Fergus. I grab Fergus and we go over and investigate the ice wolf together.
Okay.
I chat with Fergus, but I can't see him. I'm not sure if he's there. I think he's
because he had to go feed Caleb.
Yeah, too easy. So Fergus and I are searching the ice wolf together.
Yep. All right. His character's just over there. Can I roll it from here, or does it have to be?
Yeah, you can double click on his character icon.
Cool.
The DM has all the power.
Hi, Fergus. We're gonna roll for you because you're not here. Investigation it is. All right.
Assistance because I've got the magical awareness of knowing like where it is and stuff.
Yeah, so you can roll with advantage, or he rolled you 16.
Should have taken his help. I guess he finds it.
So he'll probably let you know because he's not here, and he seems like one of the team. So what you find is that this wolf is like you didn't notice before because it was hidden by the fur, but it's wearing a collar. And the bit that gives you that magical reading is actually an emblem around, or token around the center point where the throat was. And as you inspect it and look at it, it is the imprint of a black painted handprint on this token.
I call the guys over and I'm like, forget about the hay in a hole. Come look at this. And I hold it up for them all to see. Has anyone seen this before?
You seen that before?
Does anyone have any backstory in a cult at all? No. Well, then you definitely have not seen this before.
Not I.
I'm going to go with I rolled my character about half an hour before the game.
Don't say that.
Absolutely.
Has drawbacks.
He does now.
This doesn't look familiar. But probably worth holding on to and keeping an eye out if you're seeing other things like that. Seems strange for a creature of this size to have something like that on it, don't you think?
Yeah.
Someone's pet?
Very. Has anyone got some parchment? Make a copy of this symbol. I don't want to go showing around the actual item too much.
Sure.
Fergus would definitely have some. Fergus is a wizard. Wizards have lots of paper. It's what they do.
So yeah, I'd get Fergus to make a copy of it. So when we go back to town, rather than show off the actual item, I want us to like describe the item and show the marking that we've drawn a copy of. Also, Theron, can you do a strength check and see if you can whack me in the back to fix my voice box again?
All right, I've got you this time, mate. Oh,
maybe next time.
Residual problems.
Feel like a pinata. Are you exhausted?
I'm pretty knackered. Why didn't you ask me when I was all bare and stuff?
Good question.
It's like he's like a little flimsy arms now. It's like...
All right, team. Are we taking the heads? Are we leaving them here? What are we doing?
Taking it for sure.
Yeah.
Just take these heads back, look. I'll zip out and see if we can find a better way to cart these things back to.
And if you find
handy
some
place.
townsfolk that are willing to make, let's say, a gold apiece to come with us, I reckon that'd be a good thing.
So you fly around the farm, Zip, and you find that there is a horse and there is a cart. They're both in good working order. It's actually on the other map, so I'm not lying, it's actually there. And you bring it forth to your companions.
I zip back in and say, yeah, I found some. And I couldn't see any other people in the village, I don't think, but maybe they're all hiding. Anyway, I found a means for us to get back to where we need to be. Get those heads on the car.
Lead the way then.
Bring
Come on.
Bring them. It's just out the front. I brought it. It's out the front.
Right. All right. Well,
Was it 100 gold for the deal, or did we Fergus get 100 gold per item? Like
it's per person.
Per monster though? Like 100 gold per person per monster?
No.
You started to confuse the situation a little towards the end of it, so I'm sure you could try and negotiate further. Because it all got a bit crazy by the end of it. So you can see how you go.
He wasn't paying attention when we did our negotiation 101 course. One vision only.
One vision.
You guys sort out how you want to handle those finances on the way back, but just get your story straight.
It has not been straight for quite some time, I think.
I've noticed.
All right.
All right, we cut these heads.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to view.
Oh, the sweet smell of fire and gambling. Oh, what a sweet, sweet release.
Just warming up my my frosted ankles against the fire, heating up the metal.
Okay, so as you enter back into this tavern, I didn't hear anything until the ankles part because my internet craps out whenever I adjust Foundry. You see Victor sitting at the bar. Okay, so anxious for your return, much less collected than he was when he assigned the quest to you. Victor is sipping whiskey alone at the bar. Tobias appears to be blissfully ignorant of his presence again, back to cleaning his glass, until Victor taps 2 fingers on the bar, and immediately he pours more whiskey into his empty glass.
You're right.
He looks down at where he's sitting on the stool. It's like, I appear to be a little bit more left.
Well, catch this.
Inebriated.
Pull like literally a decapitated head out of a bag and just throw it at him.
He looks to be the kind of man that has never seen a day of combat in his life. And upon this wolf head tumbling towards him, he's struggling with his depth perception, given the amount of whiskey he's drunk. He's just like, falls off his chair. God, what is that?
That there is what's been causing all your damage.
And that's one of 2.
2?
What a 5, really, if you want to start counting.
5?
But they were only babies.
But stress not, we've taken care of it. Now you're part of the bargain.
But what if the cows?
I mean, I wouldn't be relying on them for your livelihood.
I mean, they're lovely. They're a lovely band of me ordering, people, but they're kind of murder hobos, the cows.
Oh, right. I've heard of them too, actually. Quite the band.
Right now, your cattle are pretty much good for tri-tip and picanha and some fillets and flank. That's also a good use.
If you were farming wolves, I reckon you'd be in a good spot.
There was maybe 1 or 2 that weren't decimated by those creatures, but most have been slaughtered.
Aye.
So his face turns like ashen grey. And then he's like braces himself on the tavern and then throws up on the floor.
Mop!
Wipes his chin and goes, that's the end, isn't it?
I mean, in what sense?
We need those cows for this. Do you not live around here? Do you not know?
Right,
We
but you
use
have
these-
enough gold to throw around to make us all rich. Surely you can buy a couple more cows.
It has to be the finest lineage from only the Fey breed. We need those to stave off the Wraith from the bay. Otherwise, it's going to come. It's going to kill.
Alright, a quick show of hands. Anybody here scared of the Wraith?
Nah.
It
Den's
doesn't
still
seem like
walking.
it's that much of a problem.
All right.
I'd start working on plan B.
He stands up and he takes his purse and he grabs his coins and he just starts throwing coins at you and goes, well, if you're not scared of it, then you take news of this and you take it to Telos and you tell the Naviculariorum.
Not exactly sure who that is at this point, but if you're gonna keep paying, I'll keep walking.
All right, deal it is. And throw some more money at you. Throw some money at the bartender.
I did that one negotiation pretty well there, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, well done, Darren.
should-
Maybe calculate before you pat yourself on the back. Den just walks up and while the others are all scrambling for coins and money, takes out the picture that's been drawn of the symbol.
Mhm.
And he just kind of grabs the front of his chest, he's a bit wobbly, right? So he grabs the front of his shirt to kind of like, serious him up a little bit. Focus. Have you seen this before? And kind of just shove it and hold it in front of his face. That's the picture of the symbol.
So his eyes widen and he blinks as he's trying to focus on it because it went right up in his face. No. I don't know what that is.
I explained just really broadly, like the things that that were killing the cows didn't seem natural. One had this on an object on them. It seems like something else is at play here.
Do you want to show
I
it to
have
the
a crisis.
barkeeper?
And it's something of a spiritual nature or, otherworldly. You seem to make them out to be. And from this looks ungodly. I'd take it to a priest.
I call the barb over to the. I kind of just leave him. I just leave his words. I call the barb over to the deck and to the bar, and I kind of call the barkeep in, and I yell out to Shax to come over.
Yeah, I'll wander on over.
And I just put a gold coin each onto the bar, one near the bard, one near the barkeep, and I'm like, I don't understand this sign. What is this?
Any stories about black hands?
The barkeep looks at it and he shakes his head and doesn't seem to be recalling anything. But the bard, I'm terrible with names, even my own characters. What do I call him?
Barty McBardface.
Barty McBard?
The bard.
No, it's I didn't even give it to Hickory.
Coin to your bard
Hickory the
face.
bard. Hickory comes over and he has a look at it and he ponders it and he strokes his little chin fluff, pathetic attempt at a beard. And wow, I'm not too sure, but the hand, the ashen hand, the charcoal hand. It's an old story. It's not one that many people want to listen to anymore. And I haven't performed it in a while because it's more of a fabled lament rather than a tune, and I perform in taverns, so I'm more into the music scene. But from memory, it was something to do with a cult of old, maybe trying to unchain.
Dent can't tell if he's remembering or slowly trying to get more cash So he just puts another few gold out,
roll
and he
an
just
insight
like
check
puts
if
it
you
on
want.
the table, like just in case.
Yeah, you can roll an insight check if you want. Or...
Sure. Solid insight check.
Would this be artificial intelligence?
Oh yeah. Dent has no idea. That's why Dent put like money on the table. He couldn't understand what's going on.
So his like he looks like he's thinking really intently, and he notices the coins, but he is trying to pay attention to what he's doing. And yes, unchain a creature, but I don't remember who it belonged to. You know, you might be able to find some old stories on it, maybe in a library, or it was definitely like an old, like, biblical tale. So maybe in an old tomb somewhere. And you know, no practice on it makes you rusty. I just don't remember all the details.
All right. Thank
Maybe
you.
a library.
Zip
Look back
flies.
to the barkeep.
Sorry, don't carry on.
I was just gonna say, look to the barkeep. Like, where's the library? Like,
You'd have to go up to Telos. We're simple folk. We don't have a library here in town.
Road trip.
Zip zips over to the gambling corner.
Mm-hmm.
Give me my pants back, wench.
What are you calling wench there, fairy boy?
Well, I am a fairy, and that must mean you are a wench. I need my pants back. It's getting cold.
Should
gonna
end
give me
the
for it?
episode with that one line. Give me my pants back, wench. Cut the
I'm
black.
okay with that. That's all my content.
Oh, I've got nothing left to give you. But let's just see where the rolls land.
All right, one more for the road then.
I really want you to lose this.
100%.
Hang on.
Okay.
You have a destined to succeed that you have to use tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Use
come
it.
on, Robin.
Use it. The pantsless fairy.
So fitting.
That's your rolls then? Yeah.
10.
Yep. Yes, to succeed. Here come the cards.
All right. So I believe that's like 3 cards, right?
Yep.
All right. DM, this is your discretion where you want to stop.
Okay. Now.
Oh,
10. Good start. Good start.
Yeah.
Now.
A 4, 14.
Mhm.
And then final card.
Now.
Another 4.
Oh,
So that was
wow.
the same card, I think, too. And a nice 18 extra you can add to your rolls there.
Nice. I think
Well,
you're bigger
I
on
know
pants
we
there,
have a
boy. You just don't seem to have that flick of the wrist.
you know what? I don't even need these things. And off come the tidy whities just on the bench.
Hey there! Don't start taking.
Yay! Thank you for playing. Thank you for joining us here at Raging Rolls. Fun for the whole family.
Oh, craziness.
Fun, shenanigans, nudity,
No checking for traps.
wolf dongs.
And wolf dogs.
If we still never checked if it had a wolf dog.
It was a given. It was a given.
Oh, good session, Maddie.
Well done, well done.
Welcome
so
to Dance of Madness.
Be giving this adventure to Jeremy. He'll pop it up on the Patreon if you wanted to purchase it and run it yourself.
So join
Great.
our Patreon people in the chat for this awesome session we just ran today. Soon, coming soon.
Coming
Wonderful location. Telos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that probably like because I don't do much with the content that I make apart from it sitting in binders. So I'm happy to like do that world info and publish it as a thing
That's cool.
for the Raging Wells community to use because there's a lot of background there. It's not quite finished, but there's a lot of stuff, and I'd rather people like if you like the same stuff that we like, you get to enjoy this, the content that we create. So
Amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
Hey, we did a one shot in one night. That in itself is the
That's
true.
pretty impressive.
Impressive.
Yeah, that's a true treasure.
I win D&D. Yeah.
Your prize is 2 wolf dogs.
2 hands.
Yeah, and a fairy with an innie.
Nunchucks.
Oh dear.
So I think next week we potentially have 2 sessions. I think one's still up for debate on Wednesday. It's called Candlekeep, maybe.
Nice.
And then we have back to Traincarsha for Call to Seven. Not Traincarsha, but back to Call to Seven Rings on Thursday. It's going to be awesome.
And before we jump, welcome tonight to Fergus, who's off doing other side quests at the moment. But thanks heaps for him for jumping in and being a part of it all. And
Oh,
coming
he
in
loves
with a
it.
clutch,
He gets really excited.
clutch final shot. It was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, with that, we'll let everyone go.
See you all
Thanks for
next
joining
week.
us.
Bye.
Next week. Bye.